Hello, I'm Carol, and I am so excited to share with you something amazing and beautiful. You see behind me, and there's two in front of me that you can't see, is our new energy enhancement system. Now, the EE system, you can look up a ton of information on it online at eesystem.com, or you can go to our website and see those links as well. What this is, that's a good question. What this is 12 panels. So there's 3 in each corner of the 4 corners, and they are photon generators. So the screens that you see are nothing special, but behind them is a photon generator. Well, what's a photon? A photon is a light particle, right? So a phonon is a sound wave. Well, this is a light wave, but these light waves are traveling at 1.4 times the speed of light. And they're communicating with each other across the room and through the room. And in the center of the room, there's this fantastic collision. And what it does is it creates a biofield. And so the whole room is being filled with these photons. So sometimes you've heard of people who take a sound bath, right? They'll they'll do the bowls, or they'll do solfeggio tones, and they'll take a sound bath. And you take a bath in water. Why? Because it's healthy, right? Because it's healthy. It's changing the environment that you're bathing in. Well, this is like a light bath, and you're just lying in one of these wonderful little recliners or a futon, and you can just sit and bathe in light. And while you're doing that, your body is being submerged into a different environment. It's being energized. And so everybody is going to have a different experience. In fact, every time I come in, I have a little bit different experience. It shifts every time. And so my body is changing, I'm changing, and it's doing things different every single time. I do want to let you know that because of that, you may experience some discomfort before you get better. The first time I came in, I was just lying in a recliner, and one of my ankles hurt. I thought, that's weird, I'm just laying here. And then the other ankle hurt, and it kind of really hurt for about 3 minutes, 4 minutes, not very long. And then it just lifted away. It just moved off like a wave of light, and then it was gone. So my ankles have been great. I didn't walk in ankle pain, but I had some old injuries in there. So I just wanted to give you a heads up that you may experience a little bit of a shift while your body is adapting and letting go of old patterns and bringing in new energy. So who has benefited from this? Why should you come and do it? We have had, of course, everybody's going to respond differently. So it's not a treatment for anything. It doesn't treat anything. It just creates a better environment for you. So really everybody's going to respond differently, but there have been people who have had a lot of really amazing results already. And we're going to start keeping a log of what those results are so that you can come in and see how they felt before and how they feel now. For myself, right, went through the piece with my ankles. My eyesight has changed. It's improved. I have a lot more acuity, and I can see more colors. I can see things, and I had no idea that that was something that my body needed. So just hanging out and resting has made that shift for me. So this is something where you just relax. You just come in and relax. And I want to show you a little bit of a poster that you'll see when you come in, and it's way to be, right? It's how to be. So I'm going to show you how to be a great guest. Okay. So first of all, we want you to be careful. These screens are precision aligned. We watched the installation. They use a laser to go through and align them within 1/100th of an inch. So if you bump this even 1/100th of an inch, it's a $5,000 fine, because it's $5,000 for me to come, or for me to hire somebody to come in and realign the room. So be careful, be really careful, be quiet. A lot of people use this as a space to meditate and to relax. and to rejuvenate. So make sure that you be quiet and be conscientious of other people. And then that includes your cell phone. You can bring it in with you. This neutralizes radiation in a really beautiful way. It's really interesting. But what you want to do is have your cell phone not be a distraction for anybody else. So obviously you want to silence it, leave it in the car if you don't know how. We had that happen one time. If you don't know how to use your cell phone, then just leave it out so that it doesn't go off while other people are trying to meditate or relax or get into that really deep Zen state. We call this our Zen den. And then make sure that the light isn't bothering anybody as well. So be clean. So a lot of people, you'd be surprised, not aware that they're not clean or that they don't shower very often or bathe very often. So please be clean, be unscented. So you can be clean, but you can still smell really bad if you're using a lot of deodorants and a lot of scented products, even essential oils, and probably especially, well, yeah, with essential oils. So what you consider therapeutic might be an allergy or a real trigger for someone else. So please just keep the room unscented and then relax, be still. If you have something that shows up for you that is uncomfortable, be calm and just breathe through it, right? Just breathe through it, because as you breathe into it and say, oh, that's a new thing. Wonder how long that'll last. I'll just let it go, and then just let it go. And then the last one is be considerate. Be considerate of the other people who are around you. Make sure that you're not bumping into them and touching them and making comments or making making new smells, making anything like that, right? We just want to be really considerate because we are all together in this room. So if you're not capable of following these way to be's, right, then we may ask you to leave, and we may ask you to leave without reimbursement. So if you're not capable of understanding that you need to shower that day and that you need to be unscented and that your perfume, even though you love it, is not what other people need. But we have to, your seat could have been occupied by somebody else who is capable of understanding those rules. So that's just a little tiny tip on how to be. Now, how do you get here? It's really great news. We've been working on this for a long time, and we have a new online scheduling system. So the new online scheduling system is an app called Healy, but basically you just go to our website and you look on the EESystem and it says book now. And so you just click it, fill out your information. All of that is just super, super easy. Anybody can do it. I promise, even if you don't like technology, it's really simple. Just enter in all that information. Please read the waiver and read the membership form and sign off on those. And then you can book your session online. If you want to do a session during the day, because we typically are just running from 5 to 9 at night and on Saturdays. Most of that is because of a parking lot issue, but there are days that are more open in our parking lot, and it kind of shifts from day to day, but we know how busy our parking lot is. So what you can do is call the office and we'll help you get scheduled during the day. Okay. So we have a 9 to 11 and 2 to 4, typically Monday, Wednesday, Friday. All right. I hope that helps answer questions